Hi, Chef Rob, down in the kitchen, staying at home. You know, these days we have just a little bit more time to go into depth on some things. And today we'd like to go over the Madeleine, that traditional French pastry that is part cookie, part cake. Put a bottle of wine or a pot of coffee on, sit down with a couple of Frenchmen and let them fight out which is the cake and which is the cookie, okay? It's got a beautiful texture, it's crusty on the outside, cakey in the middle. But not everybody has a Madeleine pan at home, this nice little shell-shaped pan. So maybe you've got £8 left on your gift card that Auntie Griselda gave you for Christmas last year. Or what we're really hoping you do too is when this is all over, that you'll bust out and go to your favorite kitchenware store and pick up a small Madeleine pan. But for now, we're gonna make a Madeleine or an almond cookie in a 12-compartment muffin tin. And it's very easy. Very simply, we're going to use eggs, sugar, a little bit of sour cream, some almond extract, some melted butter that we've let cool a little bit. We'll finish out with some flour that we've sifted with a little bit of baking powder if you don't have self-rising flour, okay? So here we go. Into our bowl, first goes the eggs and the sugar. We want to just beat those until they incorporate. And we start getting that sugar melting, so to speak, and breaking down a little bit into the eggs. Okay, it's coming together. Now add just a little bit of sour cream. This helps with the acidity. It's a little bit of flavor, a little bit more fat, and it helps activate the baking powder once we get into the oven. So just mix that in. We'll add our almond extract to finish off the flavoring part of the ingredients. And we have about 3/4 of a stick of butter that we've melted and cooled. We'll add in, okay? We just bring it together with a whisk. Now we're gonna change weapons here. We're gonna go from our whisk over to a spatula. We're going to sprinkle in our self-rising flour here. And we just want to bring this together as a batter. It'll look somewhat similar to a cupcake or a muffin batter. Okay, we don't want to over-mix this. And now what I've got is a small muffin compartment, or a 12-compartment muffin tin here. And we just want to spoon this batter about a tablespoon in each compartment, which is going to be a little bit under half full. And even though this is a non-stick tin, I did butter it a little bit before we started. Okay, give it a little bit of a shake. And the old tappa-tappa, knocking the air pockets out, then into a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. Okay, we've pulled our muffin tin out of the oven, transferred to a resting rack, and now look and see what we have. We've got the nice golden top and a nice crusty brown on the exterior there. So we're gonna get that crispy little crunch that we get from a Madeleine pan. It's working pretty good in this. Now what we can do is just finish it off, and we could either decorate this, but what I do is I take a little bit of apricot jam, put it in a small saucepan with maybe a splash of water just to thin it out. And we can brush it on. We'll just do one here for just a little bit of extra flavoring and give it a little bit of shine. So I'm just shaking a little bit of powdered sugar on 1/2. You just take a folded piece of paper or cardboard, whatever you have handy, to make a nice sharp line on each. And there you have it, a muffin tin almond cookie based on the traditional French Madeleine recipe. So remember, in these tough times, check out prairiefarms.com/stay-at-home for more recipes like this, and take some time to be creative.